Welcome to In Heels with Keni Silva, and today we're going to be talking about dating and finding love with Paige Davis, who went viral for sending holiday cards to find love. Welcome, Paige.
Thank you for having me. This is a gorgeous studio.
Oh my God, thank you so much. Okay, I want to know all about sending cards to find love. How does it even work?
So the way that it actually came about, the idea was, I thought about, I was sitting in a dentist's office and I saw a wall full of Christmas cards and it was full of families and I didn't see one single person on there. And being the disruptor that I like to be a little provocative, I thought, why the hell can I not send out my own card by myself? So it started out by that, and then I decided, okay, if this is going to be going out to a bunch of people's homes, why not use it as a little bit of a calling card? And so the first year it was, please make sure to hang this card in a visible place where any tall, successful men that enter your home can see it.
Wait, but you send it to the people you know or people that you don't know? Like randomly, hey, Beverly Hills address 90210, please.
So the first year it was just friends and family, like a normal card going out. And then I was on the radio at the time, and the next year that I did it, people were saying, I want a card this year. And so it branched out to 300 people. And I added a charity component to it, actually, where if someone wanted a card, I asked for a suggested donation. And I went out and purchased toys for, beauty products and journals and stuff like that for girls ages 12 to 17 for Toys for Tots.
Oh,
that's the most forgotten about age demographic for.
Okay, how many cards did you send this year?
This year I sent out 500.
Oh my God. Wait, out of 500, how many replied? Tall, handsome men. You send it to the wrong address. I'll give you a good address to ship.
Please do.
To send.
Please do. Actually, I decided last year, I was like, you know what? I'm really going to go rogue. And I sent it to a bunch of hedge funds.
Yeah, that's what happened.
And like big time law offices.
Yeah, corporates. Go corporate.
Yeah, I did.
Right?
I did. I don't know if the secretaries saw the card and they were turned off by it, but they didn't post it anywhere. So that was a big flop. I've been doing it 4 years now, and I actually worked with Shutterfly this year. They sponsored my card for me. And this year...
Wait, do they have your card as a, you know how on Shutterfly you can pick like a selection? Like
I did choose from their selection. I mean, their user face.
But your picture, this can be your holiday card if you're single.
That's actually a really good idea. I should tell them to do that.
That's what I was thinking.
Like that. Oh, I like that.
You should rebrand the whole thing. You know how you pick like birthday cards, holiday card. I want this to be my holiday card.
They should have a single people category
on
Shutterfly that you can pick.
And then you can make your own single card as an option.
Totally. I'm going to propose that to them. Okay. No, they were amazing to work with, and they really took it upon themselves to say, go with as creative as you want to be. So this year I included actually a business card with the card, beautiful photos and whatnot. And then I included a little business card that had a QR code to my Instagram. And I said, clearly 4 years of my picture on your fridge has not worked. So put this in your wallet and take it out into the wild for me. And any successful, tall, funny man, give him the card and tell him to reach out to me.
But you know also why I love it, because I don't know if you know, I wrote a book, Divorces and Opportunity.
Yes.
And I work with so many women after divorce.
Yep.
And I think holiday is one of the saddest holiday for them, because this is when they used to having pictures with their family or kids or a husband, and now they're alone, which I love your idea, because you don't have to be with somebody to celebrate a holiday.
Absolutely not. And this was a way for me to take back the narrative of, we deserve to be celebrated for our year as well as single people. Just because you might have had a baby or your child turned 5 or they hit the honor roll or something like that. This is a way for us to be celebrated for our year as well. Yes. And I just am such a proponent of don't let being single discriminate against you. And it's really turned into a life of its own. I mean, I've seen people now do it on Instagram and stuff, and they've taken it onto themselves to make their own single card and use it as a calling card. So if I just may say, I started the trend.
You definitely did. But you also, I think, inspired and gave hope to so many women, just being like, hey, I'm single and it's okay. Because I feel like it's better to be single and versus being in a relationship just to be in a relationship. You know, because a lot of people have fear of being alone.
Of course.
And then they tend to start dating people just because they don't want to be, you know, going to an event alone. And to me, I love being alone. I mean, I don't remember when the last time I was alone.
Are you a relationship girly?
Yes. I've been all my life. I'm like, but I love it. It's when, you know, like when I create the most things. And because I'm actually, my tips for everybody's asking me, look, how you always in a relationship? I said, well, first of all, I don't waste time on men that I know it's not going to work out. After 30 minutes talking to a man, I know exactly if it's work or not. So I don't even give a second date. Like, why waste my lipstick on? You know, on somebody I know it's not going to work out. And and that's why I say, like, if you're going to stop wasting that time meeting men or going on a second, third date just because you're afraid to be alone, you'll never meet that guy because you're going to run out of time. Right.
No, I have a very low tolerance for men, like you said, who are just not for us. I don't want to beat around the bush and I don't want to prolong this. If I just am not feeling that immediate chemistry, I am a sapiosexual, which means that I'm attracted to someone's mind. And for me, humor is intelligence. So if you're smart, that usually means you can be quite funny. And that is a turn on to me. I've dated all shapes, colors, sizes, and it's not about looks for me. It really is about that connection. And I need someone to keep up with me with the witty banter. And
I mean, you're definitely with her. Hey, I can definitely tell you need to keep up with this one. This is not an easy one, but once you have a perfect match, you're going to love it. You're never going to be bored in your life.
That is... You tell them, Keni.
And so I assessed her in 10 minutes, and I know I would love to have her as a partner because it's fun. I mean, you're a very intimidating woman. I can tell you.
Oh God!
Not just for women, but for
that.
But why you think it's a bad thing? I love it. A lot of people say that about me. My daughter's like, Mom, you walk in, like my friend's mom's afraid to say hi. I say, why? Well, they're intimidated by you. I said, no, because they are self-conscious. And that's why they're afraid. I'm like the loveliest person in the world. I'm like so kind to everybody. It's just because they're insecure. But that's their problem, not mine. And you know what? I'd rather not be surrounded by people that are insecure because, you know, you surround yourself with people like yourself. Right. So I'd rather not even waste my time. So you should be proud of who you are.
Thank you. I appreciate that. No, I have been told many times that I have an aggressive personality, which comes off a little, I have a lot of masculine energy, and I am okay with that. Yes.
My mom wanted a boy. Okay, well, you got it with a pretty face and the blonde hair.
Yes, and beautiful face at that. So I understand that for men, that might be a little intimidating to have someone so domineering. And I'm not quiet. I'm not demure. I am unapologetically myself, and maybe it hasn't worked out quite yet with the right guy, but I mean, let's hope he's out there. He can handle me.
Have you ever been in the relationship?
Oh, yeah, of course. No.
What's the longest relationship you've been
with?
Well,
that's a really sad answer. 6 months.
No way.
Yes.
Oh, my God. That's okay, why did you guys break up?
Oh, well, he cheated on me.
Okay, well, that's a sad one.
And some other horrible things happened, but we won't go there. No, he was the worst. Anyways, no, I love. I fall hard and I fall fast. But I think when it comes to maybe...
Wait, what sign are you?
Leo. I'm a textbook Leo.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yes.
I was like, figuring it out.
What are you?
Like Capricorn.
Capricorn, okay.
So I see the goal, I don't see obstacles. I'm very hard-working person. Like the rest, I'm like, okay, good. Like I can figure out my family, my love situation, but work is everything to me.
Oh my gosh. No, so I think for me... maybe the men I'm choosing, and I can be self-aware and I can admit that. Maybe the men I'm choosing are not maybe the most available. I can point out what I've done wrong in every relationship. Some I don't think I have done anything wrong, but some, yes, I'm definitely culpable of my actions. So I don't know. I don't know what is wrong with me. Maybe there is nothing wrong with me.
Okay, what men are you looking for?
Okay, so I have a very niche of what I want. And I think it's a pretty strategic niche. So I want to be the second wife.
What does that mean?
Not in a sister wife way.
Okay, so he's divorced.
Yes. So I want to be with a man who's divorced. So
why?
He knows what he did wrong in the first relationship.
Most men don't know even if they've married 5 times. Like, let me tell you this.
I guess that's true. You're right.
Yeah,
no, that's true.
Okay, check that out.
but I want someone who's a little bit older. Okay. I find
I agree. If they're old and they've never been married, that's a red flag.
No, major red flag, and I can attest to that. Yes. No, I dated a guy who was 48, never been married. There's a reason why. There is a reason why he was never married. It's true. So for me, I want to date someone late 40s, early 50s. He's already had the kids. I don't know if I want to have my own children, which I'm totally okay with that. I want to be the cool stepmom.
Okay.
So he's in the latter half of his life and he's able to travel more. He's done the...
So he needs to have then older kids, because I can tell you if they're younger ones...
That's going to be difficult with the baby mama.
First off, okay, I always look at men like this.
Yeah.
You either have your mother-in-law, you either have a sister, you either have a daughter, and you never know, or ex-wife. There's always going to be somebody there, and you never know who's going to be the worst. I look at, my ex-husband, and, his mom passed away. He has a sister that I struggled with, but now she's more, and now he has a teenage daughter, which if it was me, I would never date a guy with teenage kids.
Oh, God. Okay.
Not because my kids are amazing. My kids are angels, not because of anything, because I don't want to be responsible for now being a mom. And I take it very seriously. I don't want to be responsible for another kid's life, because you affect them in every shape or form. They look up to you.
But I want to be like their cool friend that they can come to, and I'll be their confidant, but also in like an older sister cool way. I don't ever want to...
Or if they're little, then you really have to step up.
That would be difficult, I think, because there's so many like logistics between the baby mama and dealing with that. And she would get intimidated with you raising the kid because they're so little. So that just sounds like a headache to me. I'm not interested in that.
Because that's me after divorce. That's how I was like, ooh, you have 3 kids. I was like, and I remember I went one time on a date and the guy's like, oh my God, I love that we have the same schedule. I'm like, well, I don't care what's your schedule. My kids come first. So it's always around my schedule.
Right.
And to be honest with you, you have 3 my age kids. I'm like, nah, I'm not sure I want to be there. It's like, it's too much for me. Not because of anything. I love children, but I love my own.
Okay, all right.
And I love, now I have a boyfriend and he has amazing 5 grown-up children. I love them. But I would never date anybody who has any kids under 20. It's just not my, I went through everything with my children.
Yeah.
And I only want to go, once. I don't want to be there all the time, because teenage years is hard. When they're little, it's hard. It's never ending. And even, you can't separate a lot of times your personal life from being a parent. And it affects relationship tremendously.
Well, this is good for me to cross that off my list. And I should
you should.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Should.
She's giving me...
Like, hey, so one child, like my ex-husband, he had 1 grown-up child. That was perfect.
She's giving me all what not to do. So maybe I need to take a few pointers.
In reality, I feel like once you meet your person, and he's going to be perfect for you. You don't care what it is.
I hope so. Yeah. No, listen, at the end of the day, I want the person who's right for me. I think that's an interesting niche category that has yet to be tapped into, of like, this is what I want. Let's be honest. Men, they want the freedom to be out and about and doing their thing after they get a divorce, right? I am free nilly-willy. I am so much fun. Let's go travel. Let's go do spontaneous things. Well, you know where you should
send your cards in? To divorce attorneys.
Oh my, okay, now we're talking. Now we're talking,
I wrote
Keni.
a book about it. I know where to send it.
Oh my God, why didn't I think of that?
Oh, this is where
it's a missing demographic I did not tap into.
Yes, this is where definitely they're going to post, because they have nothing to be jealous. And by the way, men settle their divorces faster if they fall in love. Oh, that will help everybody.
Here we go. I just had to come on In Heels with Keni Silva so she could give me this knowledge. Thank you.
Now you can just go to every divorce attorney in Beverly Hills and Newport Beach. There's amazing men there.
All over New York. Planes exist. I can go anywhere.
Exactly. There should be probably like a divorced men app. Is there one?
Girl, I'm on all the apps. I've never heard of
do apps work?
Okay, so you're talking to the queen of apps right here. Let me just
Because we have a lot of women, especially listening,
yes,
who either, single, or especially I feel like after divorce, after they've been married for so long, they don't know, like, where do you meet men these days?
So let me just say this. Everyone needs to get rid of the stigma of, I don't want to go on a dating app. How do you go out and meet somebody? You're not going to a bar anymore and meeting guys. COVID changed everything when it comes to the dating game. People don't go out as much anymore. In Los Angeles, can you think of a place that's open past like 10 p.m.?
I mean, I don't go anywhere.
Oh, okay. Well, it's just
It's
not really like a pickup culture anymore where people are.
Right, and I feel like men, because they're so used to scrolling, they don't even know how to approach a woman.
100%. I think we're living on our phones, and sometimes people need that little bit of like screen behind to give them that extra confidence to talk to somebody and be a little more unfiltered than in person, where they might not have the social skills to just go up and approach somebody, which I understand that is intimidating. So let me just tell you, I have been on the dating app since 2012. I was on Tinder beta testing. So it wasn't even a real app yet. A friend of a friend at USC created it, and I was part of the beta testing. So I have been on and off the apps for 14 years. Do you hear that? 14 years. This is bullshit. I am so sick of this shit. So I think I could start like a consultancy business because I know what works on an app and what is going to get you the most swipes. It is a numbers game. Out of 100 dudes that you're going to match with, the probability of you going on a date with more than 10 is very low.
Wow.
It is all people want to do is swipe, 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 swipe. We live in a swiping syndrome about what can I get that's better? Who's going to be hotter? Who's going to be more successful? Who's going to have a better job?
Oh my God, I don't want to be single these days anymore.
No, you don't want to be single. It's awful. So it is a numbers game. Out of 100 guys, you might only go on a date with 10. Out of 10, you might only go on a second date with 2.
Wow.
It is a horrible ratio. You have to keep at it. Unfortunately, you just do. And I also think that the more
Wait, do you see the same people on different apps?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. You see
so
the same
everybody
people.
has their picture, everybody has their name, so you can, you see, okay, this is, so-and-so, and he's just traveling the same as me on different.
And on certain apps, they link your social media or they link your LinkedIn profile. It's a bunch of different apps. They're all doing different things, but obviously love is the ending, the consolation prize at the end. So I think that the idea that people are scared of going on dating apps, it is practice. Going out and being on a date with someone, you have to work at it like a muscle. Going out and asking people questions, unfortunately, it's a lot of small talk. And many people in this world are not good at small talk, right?
Yeah.
Where are you from? Do you want kids? What's your job? Unfortunately, that is just how a date goes, right? So you do need to work at it and continue. That's my biggest advice for people who are like intimidated on going on a dating app is you just have to continue working at it because you will eventually become very comfortable with going out with guys and starting fresh. Unfortunately, it is like a job interview. The first. Well,
I can see you being intimidated.
Oh my God!
For you?
Am I intimidated?
No, I'm saying I don't see you being intimidated by a man or as like,
No,
So for you, it was a piece of cake probably from the first date you went on.
I could talk to a lamp and have a great time. You could put me in a white padded cell and I would have a blast. So you're talking to the wrong person for that one. I could talk to anybody. I think for me is I need someone to stimulate me back.
Yes.
And a huge problem that I have, and I think a lot of women have, is these guys don't know how to ask you questions. It's so ridiculous.
Okay, what questions do they ask? I'm curious.
They don't ask questions.
So they just expect you to handle the whole conversation or just be engaged?
At least that's my experience, but maybe they lean back a little bit because they see how comfortable I am and I'm very open to ask them questions and maybe they don't reciprocate. I don't know. I would think it would be fascinating to like get a camera and see exactly what a first date looks like and for me to analyze it afterwards and see, maybe I am doing a few things wrong, but It's the jungle out there.
Have you ever thought that maybe it's you over talking them, and that's why they get so?
No, it's the opposite. All I do is ask them questions, and they talk and they answer me, but they don't ask them back, which is fine. Whatever. That's their problem.
Okay, what was the most exciting date you ever went?
Oh, this is a good one. This is a very good one. Okay, this was a second date that I went on a guy. He took me on a private propeller plane
nice.
Up to Carmel. And we stayed.
That's beautiful.
Oh, and we stayed at the Post Ranch Inn, which if you guys don't know it, it's like a self-sustainable 5-star cabin experience.
Yes, I always wanted to go. They have no cell phones, no like TVs, right? I was like, oh my God, that's my dream.
No, it's beyond gorgeous. It's like obviously overlooking the ocean, and everything is self-sustainable on the property. So you eat whatever is made on the property, or grown, excuse me. And I mean, it was a 10 out of 10 experience. Well, we didn't date much longer after that, but
why?
Who knows? He was a 60-year-old man and he ghosted me. Me. Yeah.
Okay.
I know. What's wrong with these men?
You know, I always say, like, listen, we all, you know, like, it's okay you don't like me, but I think it's just 100%. A respect thing just to say, you know what?
Absolutely.
I think we're not for each other, but let's just be a great friends. That's it.
Well, we don't even have to be friends. I don't even care. Just have the decency.
Yes.
To say, hey, I think you're a great person. I just don't see the connection there. Oh my God. I would much rather you be upfront about it than you not speak to me again and make me walk away thinking, what did I do wrong? And it was so upsetting to me because he was a sober coach. And so it's his job to be a therapy, counterpart to somebody who's struggling with addiction. And so for me, it's just like, you are a mentor to these people and you're supposed to be this very self-aware person, but like the way you treated me is just so against what you are supposed to be doing for these people. Oh, it's the worst. It's the worst. I mean, I have stories for days if you want to hear.
What was the worst date?
Oh, okay. Not the worst date, but the worst situation.
What was the worst situation?
I mean, you couldn't write this. That's like my dating series called, is You Couldn't Write This. All right. So I was dating a guy for about, 8 weeks. So it's like new, but I was sleeping over one night and he said, okay, tomorrow I'm going to be going away for the weekend. I'm going to visit my uncle who just finished his last round of chemo. Great. Have a great weekend, whatever. He goes, in the morning, I got a few things to do. I'm going to go to the personal trainer. I'm going to get my back waxed. I'm going to get my eyebrows done. I like a Metro guy. That doesn't matter for me. A lot of people are like, oh, that's weird. It's fine. So in the morning, he was like, let yourself out, take a shower, take your time. So I wake up. It's around 10:30, and I took a shower, and there's this dinging going off. And it's so annoying. I look around. It's coming from his iPad. On the iPad, it's a calendar event. Summer 2022 party at Exotic Dreams Resort. Now, Keni, when you hear the name Exotic Dreams, I'm intrigued.
Me too.
I don't know about you.
I feel like it's adults only place.
So what do? I Google it. It's a swingers resort where they have full-blown orgies. And so I'm freaking out. I'm spiraling and I'm like, oh my God, is he lying to me? What is this? So I call my girlfriend. I tell her the situation. She goes, Paige, let me ask you a question. When you go see your aunt, do you go get a Brazilian wax to go see your aunt? I said, no. She goes, he's going to the swingers resort. He's getting his back wax. He's getting things done. He's dying over there. So what do? Did
you go there?
No, I trash his apartment. Oh my God. No one's going to want to date me after this. They think, this is my thing. Don't ignite the psycho. Don't you agree that psycho lives dormant in all women?
Yes.
Yes. Don't ignite it. I'm the coolest, most fun, chill girl. But when you ignite the psycho, ooh. So this guy had severe OCD. He sat me down multiple times to be like, hey.
Well, if he waxes his back, I can only imagine. Everything has to be spotless.
Yes. So he sat me down multiple times to be like, Paige, hey, can you close the toilet lid every time you go to the bathroom? I was like, okay, whatever. It's his house, sure. Hey, Paige, you left a drawer open. Do you mind closing the drawer? Paige.
Okay, but after this, wouldn't you want to run up to this? Because you would.
I don't know. Okay. I feel bad. The OCD, you can't control that.
I know, but can you live with this?
We weren't there yet. We were just dating.
We were not there yet, but you were wasting your time knowing this is like, if it was me, and I would be like, you know what, this is too much. I love you, but I don't want to see you. I'm wasting my time.
It was very new, so I was like, let's just see how this goes. So you were still
excited?
Well, I was just exploring and seeing how this would work. So with that in the back of my head, I was like, I'm going to fuck with this guy. So what do? I go around his kitchen. I open every cabinet. I open every drawer. I take all of his clothes and spew them all over the room. I move all of his clothes out of color order. I thought that would really get to him. And I take water and I splash it all over the mirrors. And so what do? I leave the house. And when I leave his house, I turned off the air, by the way. I thought that was nice of me. I texted him and I said, hope you and your uncle have a great time at Exotic Dreams Resort. Please make sure to take advantage of that complimentary breakfast they offer.
Wait, what did he say?
It was like, he called me and he was like, what are you talking about? And have you ever been so angry you saw red? Yes. That was the first time in my life, because I'm not really an angry person. I don't really like confrontation. However, I have no problem with it. And so I saw red and I was like, the Swingers Resort. I hit octaves I didn't know I could hit. The Swingers Resort. He was like, what are you talking about? I go, the calendar event. What are you talking about? He's trying to gaslight me, by the way, not knowing what I'm talking about. And I go, the calendar event on your iPad. He goes, it's not on my phone. Just because it's not on your phone, it doesn't exist. I go, it's called the iCloud, and they sync together. So I'm screaming at him, off and on. And what do? Oh, so after that, I simmer down a little bit, and my girlfriend calls me, and she says, Paige, maybe you need to hear him out. Maybe there's something you're missing. And I was like, okay, that's fair. So before I call him, I want to just triple check and see if he's really lying to me. So what do? I call the resort. I said, hi there. I'm William Smith's assistant. Just wanted to confirm his reservation for this weekend. They say, William Smith. We don't have him. I go, Bill Smith? They say, yes, he's confirmed. I said, thank you so much. Screenshot that, and I sent it to him. And I said, basically, like, you don't know who you're fucking with. I said, I called the resort, and you're confirmed to go there. Make sure not to be so sloppy with your lies next time. And that was the last time I talked to him.
Oh, my God, I love that.
So, anyways.
Okay, when you go on a date, do those men see that, you're basically putting your whole life on social media?
And talking about it, I don't know. And, I do have a horrible story about that.
Okay.
This happened recently, where I was set up by a friend, and she had told me, he's a widow, by the way. Like, I just want you to know beforehand. So I went on my social media getting ready for the date, and I asked my audience, and I said, you guys, do I let him know that I know he's a widow, or do I let him organically tell me and bring it up? Everyone was like, no, let him organically tell you. So
he went on your social media too?
He went on my social media. And
he outsmarted the smart one.
And he looked at my story before the date. And I should have known something was up, because like the first hour of the date, it was incredibly...
He still went on a date.
Well, he was... this is what's so bad. He was sitting at the bar waiting for me to arrive. While he was sitting at the bar, he was watching my stories. And so that was a big learning lesson for me. Talk about the date after you go on the date.
I agree, Paige.
Yeah, but
But wait, did he say something about it?
Oh, yes. So the first hour of the date, he was extremely defensive and was not really giving me much, and it was just very bizarre. And then halfway through the date, he said, I saw your Instagram. And I was like, I go, when? I thought maybe he saw it like a day ago, right before you walked in. And I was like, I'm so... You know what? I wasn't sorry, though, because it wasn't a nefarious question.
Honestly, you didn't say anything. No. You truly didn't know what to do.
I was concerned, and I thought, I want to approach this with love and tenderness, and I want to be quite gentle for his situation. I don't want to come guns blazing. I heard your wife died. No, I wanted to come in very gentle, and he obviously did not take it well. And I don't think I did anything wrong.
No, I truthfully, I think you actually did nothing wrong. And it was very genuine. And was it recent? The death of his wife?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
Because it looks like he still can't get over it. Or maybe he thought that you're making fun of him.
But I wasn't at all. I was being very earnest, asking, what do I do in this situation? I want to approach this with gentleness.
Or maybe he thought that your whole relationship would be on display.
And I understand that. And you know what? This is something that I have really tapped into. And I found what I think might be my purpose in life is talking about how difficult it is dating out there and just sharing my journey with women, because we are a small group, but we exist. And so women might see my page and think, okay, she's out there, she's doing it. Maybe this is exactly like the encouragement I need to go out there and do it. And I hope that people resonate with that. And they do. I get wonderful messages from people saying, oh my God, I dealt with a guy just like that. Like, these are signs next time. Or thank you for sharing that. You know, it gave me a little bit of encouragement about like putting myself out there. You make it look so fun. So I really do love putting it out there for people and sharing my experiences. You have to look at it as like almost a reality show where I'm just like sharing my dating life and they get to come along for the journey. And I think most people root for me.
Of course they do. They want you to find love. Wait, have you ever applied for any dating, shows?
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever go?
Well, this is, I don't know, NDA or whatever. I was actually supposed to be the next Bachelorette for, not ABC, it was a different network, I won't say. And yeah, I got to the final round. Basically, I did like 20 interviews with the casting producers. And the last round was I actually spoke to the network executives. And it came down to me and another girl, and they obviously picked the other girl. And that would be amazing. If I could be the main girl and I'm dating a bunch of guys. I mean, let's be honest, I'm pretty entertaining. So
I know.
I think...
Well, I'm pretty sure with this network, it just, they have your info.
Yes.
It's just when the next chance. But there's also...
Exactly.
Would you go on a show where a guy has to pick a girl?
No, I'm too competitive. And I would get jealous, honestly, because if you're forming feelings for someone, I don't want to see him kissing another girl.
Do you think really people form feelings on those shows?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you have to think of it like a fishbowl. I have a friend who was on a dating show, and she was like, your whole purpose of being there is to focus on one guy. So if you have no other distractions around and your whole job is to date this one person, all you do is talk about it, think about it. The producers are asking you questions about it all day. All you're thinking about is this one guy, and your purpose of being there is to fall in love, right? So it's a fishbowl of you're only fed information about this one person. How can you not form feelings when you're almost like sort of like brainwashed into focusing on only him?
I mean, I don't know. There's different things. I feel like for me, I'm very like compartmentalized, It's like if there's one thing off, like that's it. Like
right.
A guy can say like, oh, I was just sitting on the couch watching TV. That would be a turn off, and that's it. It's just over.
Well,
like,
this is an idea.
That's why if you're like in that fish tank and that fish is rotten, not in the way, I would be like, oh my God, whoa, it's like, this is bad.
But think about it like this. They only have the most extravagant dates. There aren't any opportunities for you to really see their flaws, which is a problem, of course. Because
But to me, the moment a person opens their mouth,
you can tell
it can be a flaw. That's the biggest thing.
For sure.
It's like what they say, how they see things. It's like,
if they smell.
I fall in love with what I hear.
Totally,
like
me too.
to me, it's like, okay, like I can fix whatever outside,
right.
but what's inside you cannot.
Absolutely.
Your experiences, what you went through life, how you see things, how optimistic you are, how funny. Like you can. And a lot of guys, like the moment they open their mouth, I'm like, God, like everything was great until you opened your mouth.
So you're a sapiosexual as well. You're attracted to...
I never heard that term, but
Well,
I guess I am. Whatever, it sounds very seductive.
No, sapio is your mind. So that is
yes,
the Latin root. And
I guess I
so
am.
You are, yeah. No, it's very attractive when a man has knowledge, he has history, and he has humor. That is so hot to me. Make me laugh. Oh my God. God.
Have you ever been on a date with a guy that you would look at him and be like, oh my God, I would marry you?
Look at him, just looks wise?
Like you you spend 30 minutes, an hour, and in your back, like, okay, this guy is worth it.
Oh, yeah. This was probably my most recent relationship. Our first immediate connection, it was, oh my God, we have such chemistry. The banter, the sexual chemistry was there. Like everything was just immediate attraction. That ended up in a dumpster fire, actually. I moved.
Okay, what happened there?
We were long distance. He lived in New York. That's where I met him. And he asked me to move to New York. I didn't actually move. I picked up my suit, like 2 big suitcases, and was going to stay there for an indefinite amount of time. And I lasted 8 days.
Why?
Living in New York.
But it was New York or him?
Him. Oh, I love New York. It was him. It was so awful. It just wasn't what I was sold before I went. And then I got there and it was like, oh, let me put my feet up on the couch and like, done deal. I got the girl. I don't have to put any effort in. Oh, it was so awful. I was so miserable. I had to leave.
Have you ever met a guy that you wouldn't want to show anybody what happened on the date, before the date? Like you would want to protect the whole relationship? Or maybe not yet.
I don't know. That's a good question. I'd have to think about that. I definitely have gone out with guys that were not even worth talking about because they're boring or there wasn't a chemistry. This is what I'll say. Don't give me something weird to talk about, and then I won't talk about you.
What if a guy says, listen, Paige, I love you, but I think for me, just a little bit too much, being on social media. Not to be on social media. Especially if he has children. You have to remember, how many times my kid's like, Mom, my friends are watching you, so be careful. Don't ever do this or that. Right. I'll post my pictures without my permission. Because, a person with kids come with a lot of rules.
That is very true. You know what? I don't think I've encountered that quite yet, to go that far with somebody where it would be a problem. So I would absolutely respect that if I was.
Or a person that's, has a high position like CEO. His colleagues don't want to see his dating life on social media.
I don't call out their name. I don't usually say like who they are.
Yes, but if they see you at the party, at the holiday party, and they're like, oh, and then they watch your Instagram like, oh my God, she was talking about you. Like they can put two and two together.
I mean, people have figured it out, obviously. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. We haven't gotten there quite yet where it's been like totally disastrous.
Okay, so for guys.
Yes.
If it's a very special one, she's not going to put your life story on Instagram. So you're safe.
Yeah. And especially if they wouldn't want that. I haven't gone there yet where it's been that serious where I would have a chat with somebody. But putting myself out there, I've been doing this for 3+ years now.
But I feel like it would be a deal breaker for a lot of men even going on a date with you because they don't want to be laughed at on social media.
Don't do something weird that I have to talk about.
You are unchangeable. She's not going to change for love to find that.
I don't know. I mean, like, if it's an amazing date, I'm only going to rave about it.
I know, but still, I feel like not even an amazing date. A lot of guys will look at you because you're saying those apps, they link to your social media.
Yeah.
And for them, like looking at like, oh my God, she's going to say something about our date.
I don't know
Should
what
I
to do about
approach
that.
even her?
Yeah, I don't know what to do about that.
Because before asking even the girl out, he doesn't have any feelings for you yet.
Right.
So for him, it's the matter, I'm like, do I want to take a chance or not? It's like gambling.
Of course. You know what? I think if he's the right guy for me, he'll understand that this is what I am doing right now. And this is what I'm putting my time and effort into doing because it is a whole brand of being the single girl out and dating. And like, if this is what I'm doing for my career, I would hope that he would be supportive of that. And it would have to take the right guy. I understand that. I know it's not for everybody. I'm more than understanding that not everybody wants their life put out there. And that's fine. Maybe he's not the right guy for me then.
Well, maybe.
Yeah. And if it's a great date, like I said, I would only rave. Like, why wouldn't they want to be bragged about? Right?
I mean, listen, like men are very different from women. So they think a little bit different. And I'm raising one. So I know what we think is good for them is like,
right.
No, Mom, please. Like, don't put my son. It's like, don't post my pictures.
Right.
But back to the cards. Do you only have a holiday card or do you have a Valentine's single card?
No, I've thought about the Valentine's card, but I think it's too close to Christmas that it would be repetitive and people would be like, oh my God, she's really pushing it. How desperate is she?
But this is where I feel like a lot of single women want to celebrate love on Valentine's without having that love, because I'm such a big believer that, and I'm learning it myself, to have self-love.
Of course.
And this is where it comes from, it's like being in a relationship. And having children, I know what's unconditional love, but I never apply that towards myself. I love everybody else before me. So now I'm learning to love myself before anybody else. And that's why I feel like having Valentine's Day is actually more important to have love for yourself than for anybody else.
Yes, of course. You need to fill your cup before you pour from it. I like that. So for yourself, you need to do things that feed you and make you a better person, whether that be therapy, whether that be meditation, or being creative, doing something like that for yourself. And, I love having a lot of hobbies. I love going out and nice restaurants and travel and all that. So that's what feeds my soul and makes me a happier person. And that is what I bring to a relationship. And you're right, it does have to come from within. And accepting yourself for who you are. I think a lot of women don't like who they are. And so they think, oh, what's wrong with me? A guy doesn't like me.
I think they don't know who they are.
Right.
I realize that it's not that they don't like themselves. They don't really know what they want. They never took time to actually discover, like, okay, well, that's what, my says, like, okay, I'm an influencer, I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm CEO,
They don't have a title.
But it's a title. That's not who you are.
Of course not. No.
And a lot of times it's just a job. It's a position.
Right.
But it's not who you want to be truly. And it took me time after divorce to figure it out, because my whole life was changed upside down, because I became somebody I didn't even know who I was. I mean, I see a familiar face in the mirror, but I'm like, but who I am. And that's, like the whole divorce and then rediscovering myself. And I feel like only now, it's been 4 years since my divorce, when I really know who I am and where I want to go.
I think a lot of women rely on a man sometimes, or their children, codependency, and they're not able to step back and be alone with themselves truly. And so that may be where you lost yourself a little bit, because you dove in so much to other people. So I think for me, I am only giving to myself. And it's like,
do you have a pet?
No, I don't have a pet. I travel too much for I love dogs, but I travel too much. It wouldn't be fair to the dog.
So you're really alone.
Oh, I'm alone, girl. and that is...
Wait, do you know there is an app where you can have a date for like a movie or something?
Like a companion date?
Yes.
What's it called?
I forgot.
That's one app I'm not on.
Okay, no, seriously. I was looking at it for a long time ago with my girlfriend, and I forgot what it was, but it's for people. They don't want to date. They just want a companion to go to a movie or to go somewhere else.
Silver singles?
What? I don't know.
I'm just kidding.
But anyway, I think it's like Rent a Girlfriend. I don't know.
Yeah. Wow.
That would be interesting.
That might be called something else, but
Because I remember my mom's been single forever. And I'm like, Mom, you don't have to date. It's like, and that's how we discovered, I think, you can be
just a companion.
For people who are older, it's like they're not into this quote unquote boyfriend, girlfriend, but they want to have a companion.
Absolutely.
So I think I'm like, that might be a good thing for you, because then it's not so stress, like going in action. I think
I have enough friends.
It is stressful thing to go on a date. Right? Is it? Not for you, but
not for me.
For people. For people.
Absolutely. Yeah, of course. And it's a lot of work. It is. Think about how much time and effort you put into coming here today.
Well, no, I don't do that for dates.
Oh.
I don't do my hair and makeup.
You don't?
No.
Oh.
No. And thank God my boyfriend loves me. No hair, no makeup,
well,
no
you're
nothing.
Also a supermodel.
So I was like, no. And if I met a guy who would tell me like, hey, you need to put some makeup on to see me,
never.
I would be like, no.
Oh my God.
No. I only do it for this. I put the whole glam. Otherwise, no.
You're a supermodel, so you're a moot point. But a lot of women put a lot of effort into going out and being seen on a date because they want to present their best self. Oh my God, the amount of guys who just like show up looking like,
Well, you know what I noticed actually when I'm like this and I go to a lot of events for work, I know that men get intimidated, but I get approached at gas station, pharmacists a lot when I don't look like anything. That's where I feel like men feel they can approach me. Seriously,
so
I would be picking up my daughter's prescription. A guy would be like, "Oh my God, you're so beautiful. Can I get your number?" And I was like, "Oh my God, we're in the pharmacy. Like, are you kidding me?"
Girl, you are an anomaly. No one can relate to that.
Gas stations, like that's what I'm saying. I'm such an old-fashioned girl. That's why I was like, I don't know. Men come to me all the time, everywhere. It's like, what's the problem? Like, but I think maybe it's also a different generation of people who don't know these apps.
100%.
You know, it's
very
like,
much.
And because they're all usually a little bit older, or even the other day I was actually driving like a month ago, and the guy rolls down the window and is like, "Hey, can I get your number?" I'm like, "Oh my God, that hasn't happened to me in 20 years."
Girl, what the hell are you doing? You have
I don't know. It's Newport Beach. It's Newport Beach.
Oh my
I think
God.
that is very different there. And I'm like, I'm rarely there, you know. But
you spray some pheromone spray or something. You gotta help me out.
You know what I tell you this? All my men friends say, because I'm not looking.
Ugh, I can't with that.
They can sense.
There is nothing more frustrating and obnoxious to me than than when a woman in a relationship says to me, "You're going to find him when you're not looking." Oh my God, shut up. I'm not
telling you this. I'm just saying that because I am like, listen, like, why? He's like, well, because you're not looking. So it becomes like a hunt, and they like to hunt. Not that I'm saying you're doing something wrong. I'm just explaining what they tell me.
I am sure I'm doing something wrong. That's a sure thing, Keni. That's a sure thing.
Not. And I'm pretty sure next year, this time, you're going to find somebody.
You know what? Everyone has said that every year.
This time it's going to be different because we're in the year of horse.
Okay, no, I am feeling the year of the horse, girl. Like, things are coming to me. The universe is providing. Like,
it's changing.
I am on the up and up when it comes to my career and all that. So, like, let's get the love life coming to the same productivity level.
Yes, and on this note, unfortunately, the time ran out.
Oh my God, that was like
and you were
no time at all.
Amazing.
Oh,
I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
And I really want to know when you're going to find that love. I want to see him because I know he's going to be an amazing guy. Thank you, Paige, for coming.
Thank you, my dear.
Thank you.